free online assembly live today from the Year 1 classrooms at Swanmore Primary School.
I am Matt and I am with the Flamingos.
My name is Ellie and I'm joined today by
Lydia, and we are with the Peacocks.
And we are part of the schools team at Southampton City Mission.
Now, you might know that Southampton City Mission goes into lots of schools across Southampton where we do Question of Faith RE days, assemblies, prayer spaces, transition supports, and at the moment, through this lockdown, we have also been doing these online assemblies.
Yes, and in this session, as usual, we will be asking you a question. We will be telling you a story. We will be setting you a challenge, and we will be finishing with a prayer, as we usually do when we visit schools like we are today.
So today, our Thoughts at 3 is all about the final part of our series on the 10 Commandments. We have reached commandment number 10, which is honour others.
So this command normally phrased as don't be jealous, but as we have said all along, we wanted to put a more positive spin on these 10 best ways to live. So rather than giving you a list of things not to do, and the word honor here means to hold someone else in high esteem or with great respect. Not that we have to bow down to people as if they are kings or queens or anything like that, but we should remember that they are very special in God's eyes. They're so special, in fact, that he sent his own son to die for them in their place so that they could be part of his family, as we've been learning about today on this day about salvation with the Year 1s at Swanmore.
Interesting. So if we are honouring people, showing them honour, that means that we are seeing how valuable they are, celebrating these people, and we're feeling really pleased for them, even if they get stuff that we don't. Basically, if we honour people, it will mean that we automatically are not being jealous of them.
Absolutely right. So what is our question for today, Lydia?
So our question for today is, how can we honour others? You may want to pause us here to think about your answer and discuss your ideas with other people around you.
Okay, so I've got Benji here with me from Peacock's class, and he would like to share his answer with you. So Benji, what did you think when I asked you the question, how can we honour others?
We can show respect to them and love.
And how can we show people respect and love? What can we do?
We can hug them.
Oh, that would be lovely. Isn't that a fantastic answer? Thank you very much, Benji. Go and have a seat. So that's just one example of how we can show honour and respect and love to people. Thank you, Benji. But I think now it's time for us to have a Bible story.
Fantastic. Yeah, thank you so much for that. And our story today is all about two people. Oh, sorry. Our story, there we are. I'm in now. Thank you for that. Our story today is all about two people and how they got very jealous. Just check you can hear me okay, Ellie? So I'm going to tell this story. It comes from, oh, we've gone again. It comes from, there we go, Mark 10. And we're going to get the Flamingos to help us tell this story. So James and John, two of Jesus' disciples, the sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus and said, Teacher. They said, we want you to do whatever we ask. I don't know if Mrs. Hughes has ever been asked that question or been told that thing. What a cheek, eh? Well, Jesus said, what do you want me to do for you? And they said, let one of us sit at your left-hand side. And the other one said, let one of us sit at your right-hand side. And Jesus said, well, you don't know what you're asking. Can you drink the cup that I drink? Can you be baptized with the same baptism I'm baptized with? And they said, we can. We can. Jesus said to them, you will drink that cup and you will be baptized with a baptism. But to sit at my right or left is not for me to grant. These places belong to those for whom they have prepared. And when the other disciples heard about this, they became really cross with James and John. And Jesus called them all together and said this, you know that those who are regarded as rulers lord it over people. They make them suffer. They exert their authority. They make themselves look super fancy and they think they know everything. But that is not how it should be with you. Instead, anyone who wants to become great must be your servant. Whoever wants to be first must be slave of all. Whoever wants to be first must be last, because even I, Jesus, did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life for many to be saved. Can we just give the Flamingos a round of applause for their part in that story? Well done, Flamingos.
That is a fantastic story, and thanks for your help there, Flamingos. But I'm wondering, what does that Bible story show us about our thought for today about how to honour other people? What do you think, Lydia?
Well, in this story, Jesus said, the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. So that's what we need to do too. We need to follow the example of Jesus in the way he treated people. Even Jesus came not to be served, which like rich and important kings, but to serve other people. Like a servant might do all the yucky jobs that other people don't want to do.
The first will be last and the last will be first. That sounds a bit tricky, but hopefully something we might all be up for trying. A bit like the challenges. I think we might be ready now to hear what this week's challenges are going to be.
Yeah, I really loved what Lydia said there. And that is the challenge for this week, actually, is to honour somebody that you know. How do you do that? By following Jesus' example and treating them as you want to be treated. Maybe have a think about something you would really like. It could be a new book or a bag of sweets. Maybe you just want someone to play with you on the playground. Well, this week, instead of just wishing for those things for yourself, how about getting that and giving it to somebody else, or by being that person to someone else?
That is a very good challenge. And of course, if any of you, either in year one or watching at home, want to take part in our challenge, then let us know how you get on. You can either comment on this video on Facebook or YouTube, or you can tell us about it by sending us an email to that address there.
But what about this other challenge I've heard about, Matt? The extreme challenge.
Yes, we have an extreme challenge for you as always. Here comes the music.
Extreme challenge.
So, Ellie, we all want to know. We want to know, Ellie, what is the extreme challenge for this week?
Extreme challenge for this week, for anyone that is brave and up for taking on this challenge, is going to be this. We heard in today's story about Jesus telling us that we should serve others. So that is what I challenge you to do. If you want to go beyond just honouring someone you know and treating them how you want to be treated, maybe you can see if there's anything you can do to serve others. Maybe you could ask a grown-up at home or a teacher in school if there's anything that you can do to serve them and to help them out and put their needs before your own.
That is a really good extreme challenge, Ellie. And actually, I saw someone in the Flamingos class earlier today doing just that. So when we were handing out some of the sheets for the work we did earlier today, Izzy actually helped hand out those sheets to everyone else in the class before she took her own sheet herself. So exactly that. She was serving others before herself. So let's give Izzy a little round of applause, please. Well done, Izzy. Anyway, now it's time for our prayer. So, Lydia, are you ready to pray for us?
I am. Dear God, thank you for Jesus, who came not to be served, but to serve. Help us to understand what he meant by being the least in the world, being the first in his kingdom. May we be people who treat others as we want to be treated. Even more importantly, help us not to try and make ourselves look more important than others or better than others, but serve others instead. In the things that we do, the thoughts that we think, and the words that we speak. If you would like to agree, you can say Amen.
Amen.
Well, before we go today, we would love to do some shout out. And our first shout out today is definitely going to be to all of year 1 at Swanmore Primary School, of course. Give yourselves a cheer. In fact, I think we've got some brilliant examples that we would love to share. Lydia, whose work do we want to see from Peacock's class?
We've got 3 different children who have done some excellent work today. And they're going to show what they've done from the Easter story.
Okay, so up we come here. We have got, this is Chloe, and she has done a fantastic happy and sad moment from the Easter story. We've got the sad part. The sad bit was when Jesus died on the cross, and the happy bit was when Jesus came back to. That is fantastic. Well done, Chloe. Next up, we've got Ayla. Ayla, tell us, what have you done?
I have done the
Easter egg picture. And what is your picture showing?
stone.
The stone that was rolled away and the empty tomb, because Jesus's body wasn't there anymore. And I love the way she's chosen all these different colourful bits of picture to show the sky, the rocks, and the grass below. Thank you very much, Ayla. And then this is Joey. Joey, what have you done?
I stick the pictures on and wrote in what was happening.
Yeah, he's remembered the order of the event for today's Easter story, and he's managed to explain what happens at each part, from Jesus arriving in Jerusalem all the way down to his death and then being alive again. So that is just 3 examples of some fantastic work from Peacock's class, but they have all worked so hard. Can we have a big round of applause for all of Peacock?
Fantastic. Well done, Peacocks. And we have got some work ourselves to look at as well. So please could Esther come up, and Sebastian A, and also Pink Elise and Millie. And we've got Isabel, Oliver, Millie, Sebastian, Ollie, and Connor. So first of all, we've got Esther's work here. Come and hold this, Esther. Hold it up to the camera. So this is the picture that Esther drew. Hold it up a little bit. Very nice. Of Mary crying there, falling on her knees as Jesus died. And then when Jesus came back to life again, Mary being super happy. Thank you very much, Esther. You can go and sit down. Well done. Off you go. Well done. And we've got Isabel, Oliver, Millie, Sebastian, Ollie, and Connor. And they did this fantastic cross relief. Come and hold that, guys, over here so we can all see that and celebrate you. A beautiful cross relief that they've done there. Very nice. Go and sit back down for me. Well done. We'll give you all a round of applause in a minute. And then we've got Millie. Oh, let's start with Sebastian. Where's Sebastian? There we go. A very nice palm branch mosaic. Very nice. And we've got Pink Elsie's lovely cross mosaic. Hold that for me, Elsie. Very good. Elise, not Elsie. I've got that wrong all day. Elise. Pink Elise. And finally, Millie's lovely mosaic of the resurrected Jesus, who is carrying a picnic basket, which is fantastic. Let's hold that a little bit closer so you can see that. Isn't that wonderful and sparkly? Let's give all of those guys a big round of applause. Well done.
Year one have worked so hard today, and it's been fantastic that we've got to come in and join them. But there are some other shout outs we want to give. So, Matt, have you got your horn ready?
I've got my horn ready, and I've got
cheer?
your ones ready to cheer as well.
Oh, yes, we're going to cheer. So our first shout out today, this is for all the schools we're seeing the rest of this week, either in person or virtually. So I want to say a big hello and a shout out to year 5 and 6 at Braishfield Primary, because they've been doing an online pack today all about the empty cross. Hello to year 5, 6 at Braishfield.
And also year 4, Foundry Primary School, who've been doing the Easter story and the leap.
Oh, hello, year 4.
Yeah, we'll be visiting them tomorrow, and then on Thursday we'll be visiting year 3 at Foundry Lane Primary School to do a day with the cross and symbols. Let's say hello to Foundry Lane year 3.
We are also going to be back here at Swanmore Primary on Thursday, where we are seeing the year 6 classes who have a whole day on the topic of salvation. Just so we say a big hello to year 6.
And finally, on Friday, year R at Braishfield Primary School are going to be having a half day on New Life and Easter. So hello, year R's at Braishfield Primary.
If you would like a shout out, just drop us a line on our usual email address or comment on this video.
There we go. And we will be back here next time, of course, with our final thoughts at 3 of this spring term on Monday, the 29th of March at 3 o'clock for a special Easter-themed online assembly.
Absolutely. So hopefully we will see you in school sometime soon. But until then, take care. But I think we need to say goodbye now.
Yeah, time. Oh, wait.
What's wrong, Matt? What's going on?
We haven't done the cup stacking challenge, Ellie. We always do a cup stacking challenge. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we absolutely do. You're right.
But we haven't got one recorded, have we? So we need to do one live. We need a couple of volunteers to do the cup stacking challenge for us.
Well, I mean, we have got Lydia joining us today. Lydia, would you be up for taking part in our cup stacking challenge? Oh, we've got Lydia involved in this class.
Okay. All right. Let me ask the Flamingos. Flamingos, who do you think should do the cup stacking challenge? Mrs. Hughes. They want to see Mrs. Hughes do it. Okay, here we go. We've got a stopwatch. We've only got a few minutes to do this. We've got a stopwatch. We've got 10 cups. They have to be stacked on top of each other. You have to get 10 standing. They have to stand for 3 seconds at the end or it doesn't count. We're going to give this one attempt. Ellie, what is the current fastest time on the leaderboard?
On the leaderboard, Matt and I are in the lead with 44 seconds to stack 10 cups.
Okay,
so 44 seconds is the time to beat.
Are you ready, Mrs. Hughes? Are you ready, Lydia? 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, don't wobble the table.
We're up 3 here. We're up to 3. Oh, we got 4. Oh, she's a little bit nervous there. She's trying to shake. Got 5. Got 6. We're up to 7. We're gonna go. Oh, it's done. Okay, never mind, guys, never mind. Let's give them a round of applause for the effort. Well done. But I tell you what, Ellie, if anybody wants to have a go at the cup stacking challenge, all you need to do is stick 10 cups on top of each other, film yourself doing it, and if you beat 44 seconds, then you can knock me and Ellie off the leaderboard. Who's going to have a go at that later tonight?
Who's going to try that? Okay, so we hope that you have enjoyed the assembly. We certainly have a brilliant day. Have you had a good day, year one?
Yeah. Great.
But it is now actually time to say goodbye because I know these guys need to get ready for home time. So we will definitely, hopefully, see you again soon, either in school or next week for our last assembly. This time for real, let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.